This is a Porsche Taycan, and today I will go through a quick first impressions because, well, it's not mine, but nonetheless, it's exciting. I'm just taking it for a little drive, and it's different. Can I just say, looks very Porsche-like. From the 4 little beam daytime running lamps, Porsche logo front and proud, which my daughters tell me actually looks like the Hogwarts symbol. I get that. Kind of does, doesn't it? Coming down through the profile, which is kind of flash, and this is definitely in that sedan, sports coupe type of body design. Very low and very, well, when we get inside, I'm going to get ahead of myself here. It's moody. It's encompassing. It engulfs you. Good term. You've got one of the charging spots over here, and when we go to the back, it's got this, well, haunchy sort of design with hips that only a mama can love. Oh, actually, maybe everyone likes these sort of hips. I kind of like it, to be honest. The back design's a little bit fussy with not only like a rear spoiler here with the LED light, wiper, got a line along with the Porsche, the Taycan 4S. There's a turbo, which, Porsche, can you explain to me how on earth you do a turbo where there's actually no spooling up device? It is a turbo. Side point, but it's important. And you've got your boot, another line, bit of plastic, and no exhaust. Again, because if it was the turbo one, where does the exhaust go? Nowhere. Anyway, got a rear boot entry here with a reasonably sized boot, to be honest. It's not massive by any means, but remember, this is a sports sedan hatch coupe sort of thing. Yeah. Let's get into the rear, shall we? Because, you know what? There's not going to be a lot of space in here. Okay, it's tight, and that really encompassing feel is most, I think, present here in the back, where this seat's in my position, and there's buggerel space under where my toes are. Knee space is reasonable, really. It's definitely only a 4-seater car. In fact, there is a spot in the middle here, but that seat is going to be truly uncomfortable. You've got LED lights, you've got a lovely massive moonroof, which I think actually helps with making this car maybe more spacious than what it really is, because otherwise my head height would be that much more cramped. In the door, you've got obviously power windows, a green light, like I said before, and down here there's actually climate control. So this is actually a quad zone system, whereby not only the front passengers have their own independent climate control, but also the rear. And like Tesla, you can move around where it's going to vent to you, so that's kind of really impressive. Between both passengers, you've got a little folding armrest with also a ski chute and 2 little cup holders, so quite reasonable, and yeah, good comfy place to be. In the front of the Porsche Taycan, it's the Porsche design language, the cockpit. It's very impressive, and today's keyword is going to be engulfing, and apologies. It's just kind of, it can't be better described. The steel height is tall. It's black and all in the interior here. This center console is well constructed and it's not moving, and well, everything has its place and it feels solid. Nice touch surfaces. Speaking of touch, there's not 1, 2, 3, there's 4 screens in here, which is, I think, great if you're the passenger. Overkill if you're just the sole driver, because there's no way I can reach over there for the infotainment system, but that is also duplicated by the center console. Coming down to the center stack, you've got your HVAC system, and it's kind of weird that they went with a touchscreen design, because it doesn't seem necessary. That you could do that quite easily with dials and buttons, because, well, right now this is static. You can change your different options here, like accessing your boot and also your front opening and closing. You can also select your camera sensors to be on and off with the 360-degree view, which I love. But yeah, it's kind of like these heated and ventilated seat buttons are here like this now. just why not just have normal buttons? It seems like overkill. But what I can't tell or portray to you through YouTube is that it's all got a haptic feedback system. So when I touch it, I'm actually getting a sensation back through the screen that, hey, you actually touched that, which works surprisingly well. Another touch sensitive area is actually up here. So you've got your lights control from automatic through to like your parkers, your low beam, high beam and fog, through to electronic stability control, your dampeners, so ride height as well, and the drive mode, which, well, actually is done really awesomely through here. So you've got range mode versus, let's say, normal mode, to sport plus, through to individual, where you can fine tune them. And before I was actually having a bit of a play around here in this system whereby I can turn things on and off, like recuperative generation, which I'll talk to you in a moment, the chassis height, the chassis ride, and yeah, it's all very tunable and quite amazing. This steering wheel actually is motorized and goes up and down and in and out, so too with the seat. And the controls, you've got your wipers over here, you've got light stalk over here with automatic high beam, low beam and all that sort of jazz, and your cruise control. So everything is nice and where you'd expect it, and it's a nice driving experience. And yeah, if you want to see how to do a great interior, this is maybe one way of doing it. It's complete poles to what Tesla does, where they're going very minimal and everything's done through the one sort of infotainment system. But nonetheless, I can understand why people don't like that and they prefer this. Alright, let's go for a little bit of a drive and I'll give you my impressions. So, over here we've got the actual dial to get it going, so you press it all the way down to get it into drive and then all the way up to go into reverse. When I first got in the car, it actually kept going to neutral, which is very easy to do, but I guess as the owner, you wouldn't do a dumb thing like that, would you? No. Alright, so off we go. And oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I forgot to mention to the kids who were in the car here, I'm going to accelerate it somewhat because it's a Porsche. It's a Porsche. All right, let's get going. Oops, wrong side. Indicators on the left. It's European, Chris. All right, let's get moving. Get my seat warmer off because, oh my gosh, that's too hot. Regen likes to be off and is behaving like a normal petrol engine car with a gearbox. So when I take my foot off the accelerator, it's coasting. It's coasting, which is not the experience I look for when I drive an electric car. And I think Porsche owners will be well served if they actually use regen for obviously range advantages, but also that it actually changes the way you drive a car. And the guy who actually has got this for the day, he says to me that it handles extremely well, and I can feel it. Like where I turn this wheel, it is going, and it's just. It's engaging, it's very solid, very planted, and if I go to the right, it goes, if I go to the left, it goes, and it's so sporty and responsive, and I've never driven a car this expensive and well that handles this well in my life. It's just insane. Alright, so we'll jump onto the freeway, we'll get up to speed, have a bit of a sound check because, well, obviously that moonroof is not going to help with sound. The very sporty tyres, that's also transferring into the cabin, I can tell that already. But yeah, we will do a little mini launch up to 80 k's per hour because the freeway here is, well, actually, no, we can go the other way where I can go up to 100 k's per hour, so we'll do that. And look, the comfort, the steering wheel, it's leather wrapped. It's auto hold on. No, it's not. And I don't auto hold be somewhere. I guarantee this car's auto hold. If it doesn't, I'll put it on screen now. Go over there. Awesome. Yeah. I take my foot off the accelerator and it just is gonna go. It's like. I don't know, but anyway, all right, so let's get this over to Sport Plus, yes, and I can feel the car lowering down, haunching, and yeah, it's getting me rather excited, to be honest. So kids, in a minute we're going to do a big acceleration test, so you're going to maybe feel a bit nauseated, okay?
Oh no!
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Now, whilst we got this opportunity, let's see if we can sort out regen is on, but oh my gosh, it doesn't feel like regen, and it's got capacity, it's not fully charged. That's about 80% of state of charge. I don't get it. I think we can go. I'm gonna shut up, because can you hear that? Can you hear that? It's a synthesis of a turbo sort of engine noise, along with a little bit of electronic keyboard. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. I would defeat it if I knew how, but I don't know how. So we're gonna put up with it, and you can have a little chuckle at home. Or conversely, if you're the rev head who likes to change gears and hear the engine, feel the car, you can enjoy that sound. Okay. All right.
Before I was fighting my finger.
Okay, you ready?
So she was shut up.
All right. Launch control. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Oh, that's insane.
I felt like I was on a roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. Wrong car. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, that was a lot of fun, and the girls described it as like being on the Superman ride. And I got to agree with them. It just punched us all back into our seats, and there was screams of joy. Yeah, screams of joy. It was definitely a lot of fun. Driving along now, let me just change to drive mode, because that sound is annoying me. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, a lot of road noise from the tyres, because they are very sporty. Wind is actually quite absent, so that's quite good. Doing 91 k's per hour right now. I think, yeah, it's a refined European experience. Obviously, look, Porsche has been making cars for many years, and this is the luxury sort of variants. You know, they do stripped out, naked type of cars that are designed for track days. This is not that car, so it's very lovely to be driving, and the experience, that handling, just point to point, it's engaging, and it actually makes driving quite exciting. Not because you feel you're out of control. It's more that I want to go there, and well, the car's like, well, okay, I'll take you there.
It's so fun.
Okay, so very quick video today and my first impressions. So Porsche, if you're watching, I'd love to actually have this for a good day or two, so I can actually do a proper review and go deeper on this thing, because I couldn't work out how to do auto brake hold, cruise control, regenerative braking could have been a lot stronger, and appreciating that this thing has got this much power with this much torque. I felt that it should have actually been braking a lot heavier and adding to that experience. For something that is effectively a four-person, 5 kind of carrying capacity, it's truly exciting, and it's luxury on a different sort of level. So if you've enjoyed this sort of video, maybe consider giving me a subscribe. It's absolutely free. If you want to see behind the scenes and other stuff that, well, I just don't show you here on YouTube, please join me on Patreon, where you get all this and a lot more from as little as $2.50 per month. And otherwise, you'd be good and you'd be awesome.